Have you ever had a loved one diagnosed with a genetic disorder? Allow me to introduce you to a new technology called CRISPR, which stands for Clusters of Regularly Interspaced Short Palindromic Repeats. CRISPR gene editing can replace defective genes with preferred pre-selected functioning genes, said Vidya Sager in 2018. In the future, gene editing will be able to aid in the health of our society. By using CRISPR, scientists will be able to remove the genes that cause genetic disorders such as Parkinson's disease, Huntington's disease, and cystic fibrosis. I've conducted research on CRISPR, and I've explored the upside and the retractors of this new technology. CRISPR gene editing is the newest weapon in the fight against eliminating genetic diseases. One benefit of CRISPR is that you can eliminate unwanted genetic disorders. One downside of CRISPR is that opponents against the systems will say that it is unethical. Evidence suggests that the future will have many unpredictable outcomes. First, we will talk about the positive side of CRISPR gene editing. The benefit of CRISPR is that it can eliminate genetic disorders from the human gene pool. According to Kiro and others in 2014, the CRISPR-Cas system carefully will remove an unwanted gene by using nanoscissors and replace it with a preferred gene. Mentioned in an article written by Kaplan and others in 2015, CRISPR is being used on various organisms, including plants and animals, and being considered for human testing. A study was led by Tong in 2014, which tested how CRISPR would work on a cell from a patient who had muscular dystrophy. Tong's study in 2014 found that cells were able to regenerate after the implementation of CRISPR and Tong systems, and from the help of donor templates. Similarly, a study held by Fujimoto in 2019 conducted experiments which proved that CRISPR can be used successfully on human nerve cells and to aid in the treatment of thoracic cancer. Thoracic cancer is a cancer which is found in the lungs and is usually treated by radiation, Fujimoto 2019. Fujimoto's study in 2019 also explained how successful tests have been run on diseases like diabetes, muscular dystrophy, and small rodents. While CRISPR can remove unwanted genes, it can also cause many problems. The downside of CRISPR gene editing is that opponents of the CRISPR systems will say that it is unethical. According to Lundberg and Novak in an article published in 2015, we do not know how gene editing and changing the human gene pool will affect future generations. The article by Lundberg and Novak in 2015 also states that if CRISPR changes one wrong gene, it is sometimes unknown how it will affect the other genes in the body. If CRISPR deletes the wrong gene or inserts the wrong code, it could do more damage than good, which Zhao, Guo, Chen, and Shuling found in their research in 2019. Zhao and his partners in 2019 also discovered that gene editing can change how viruses react to vaccines, which could lead to a devastating epidemic. In addition, scientists Kaplan, Parent, Shen, and Plunkett in 2015 discussed that the public's misunderstanding and the lack of knowledge about CRISPR could lead to many setbacks. Kaplan and others in 2015 also stated another ethical debate is that it can eradicate an entire species by making the male sterile, which has extreme environmental consequences. The positives and the negatives of CRISPR will influence the future of humanity. There is evidence that with CRISPR technology, the future will hold many unpredictable outcomes. Vidya Sager in 2018 wrote about how CRISPR can affect our gene pool in ways we can't understand, meaning that by using CRISPR, we could be doing more harm than good. In addition, Vidya Sager added that introducing a new trait can spread to another population and affect the food chain and eliminate entire species. In another article written by Ledford in 2017, the idea of designer babies by using CRISPR was discussed. Ledford also added that in recent tests, they have not been able to add completely new genes, so the idea of designer babies is written off the table for now. In an article by Lau in 2018, CRISPR will have to go through a lot of regulations and have laws before human trials can begin. The future holds many unknowns, but there are still ways scientists can prepare us for what is yet to come. Today, I informed the class thoughts about how CRISPR gene editing is being utilized to make strides in the medical field. First, we discussed the benefit of CRISPR is that it can eliminate genetic diseases from the human gene pool. Using technology can cure diseases like Huntington's disease, diabetes, and muscular dystrophy. Then we took a look at why opponents of CRISPR technology say that it is unethical. One reason being that CRISPR will change the genes of our descendants and those yet to be born who don't have a choice. Finally, together, we analyzed how CRISPR will affect our future world in a big way. Using CRISPR could be a benefit or it could eliminate our entire species. Much is still unknown about the use of CRISPR gene editing, but the future of medical technology and diagnosis will be based on this system, which is being tested on plants and animals today. So, say, are you over 18?
Yes, I am over 18.
Are you over 18?
Yes, I'm over 18.
Are you over 18?
Yes, I'm over 18.
I'm over 18.
I am over 18.
Yep. I'm over 18.
I'm over 18.
Say yes, I'm over 18.
Yes, I'm over 18.
Okay. All of you at once now say yes, you're over 18.